Indian propaganda against Pakistan, we have with us defence expert Brigadier retired Masud Ahmad Khan. Thank you for joining us. So what specific tactics and strategies does the leaked Cipher suggest RAW employed to fuel anti-Pakistan propaganda among the Kashmiri leaders and sub-nationalist groups? And how does Pakistan plan to counter these efforts?
India is basically obsessed with Pakistan right from 1947, and therefore they are hatching all types of conspiracies to destabilize Pakistan. They consider Pakistan as enemy number one. It's not China. Secondly, their foreign policy is Pakistan-centric and based on the philosophies of Chanakya Kautilya, and I would say also based on the ideas given by Joseph Goebbels, the propaganda minister of Nazi Germany, who said if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, eventually people will start believing it. So that's the entire story. So therefore, today India has subjected Pakistan to fifth generation warfare as well as hybrid warfare to malign the state of Pakistan. And therefore, they are using their proxies and agents in Pakistan, in Azad Jammu and Kashmir to peddle their fake narratives to impress the local population. So the leaked document says the entire narratives, the guidelines to two individuals. Probably one was Shokar, the other is Nazir, who will be representing the Indian RAW in Azad Jammu and Kashmir. But last night we saw a very remarkable response from the entire political leadership of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, where they said they support the freedom struggle in Indian illegal occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and they also said to international community take notice of India, which is creating problems and carrying out the terrorist activities not only across Pakistan but also in Jammu and Kashmir, Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and also they said they will stand by the armed forces of Pakistan. So the message has been given categorically by the leadership of Azad Kashmir.
And how credible are the claims made in the leaked diplomatic cipher, and what implications might this have for Pakistan's counter-terrorism cooperation?
These claims are totally false. These are not new claims. If you recall, it was in December 2024 when again this then so-called Joint Action Committee, now they have come with the name of a political party. Again, the protest was based on the similar lines, and they put forward about 17 demands, and which were agreed by the then government. So all the issues they had been addressed in the past as well. So therefore, now this time, these two individuals, they have been given the narratives. One is that the rivers in Jammu and Kashmir, they are basically the one used for the generation of electricity. And second, they said the Niranjanu project, the production cost of a unit of electricity is ₹2, and whereas the government is charging ₹50. And third narrative is that to carry out a comparison between the Azad Jammu and Kashmir, the Indian electrified Jammu and Kashmir, by taking the infrastructure development. So these are basically then they have been told to focus on the civic grievances, day-to-day issues of the local population to take their sympathy. Subsequently, they are going to pitch these documents, evidences, so-called evidences, before the session of United Nations Human Rights Council session in maybe in a couple of months. So, but as far as the Pakistan's policy is concerned, that is very clear. So we are taking the armed forces of Pakistan, they are taking decisive action across Pakistan against the Indian proxies, whether they are Fitna al-Farish or Fitna al-Hindustan. So there is a response. We will go after them. That is one thing. So there will be no mercy.
And what measures can Pakistan take to protect its interests and counter perceived RAW operations aimed at destabilization or propaganda?
India is already exposed by, if you recall, by EU lab when India was caught running 750 fake media outlets across the globe. Then it was Stanford Internet Observatory, which again exposed India. It was Washington Post, which exposed India. And then we have seen several occasions, even by the Five Eyes countries, for Indian involvement in the transnational repression, etc. So it is the responsibility of the international community, the United Nations, the United States, the European Union to take notice of these Indians' continued terrorism in South Asia, inside Pakistan, across the globe, and to malign the state of Pakistan and its institutions. That is very important. So, as far as we consider, the Pakistani, we think that the Hindutva-led government in India is a threat to peace and stability in South Asia. That is very dangerous. So, therefore, we have seen recently during this so-called Operation Sindoor, and when we launched our Operation Biryan and Masrus, so they have been given a humiliating defeat, but still they are adamant. They know they are using these proxies. So they are taking the South Asia and they are threatening this peace and stability in South Asia. So therefore, it is the responsibility of international community to take serious notice of this. Otherwise,